Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how my first term of my 7th year of homeschooling went. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shardae. I'm a homeschool mom to 5 children. They are, you ready? They are 8, 5, 3, and 5-month-old twins. This year I have joined with another homeschool mom, and her children are, I don't really know their ages, but whatever a 4th grader is, whatever a 1st grader is, and then a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. So this first 6 weeks, we were mainly just focusing on getting down our routine and our schedule and order of how we want to do things, and also just focusing on the core subjects. Our first term ended September 22nd, and then we took a week off, and today is actually the first day, October 2nd, of our second term. So I should have made this video probably right after we ended our term, but it just dawned on me to make this video because the first thing I want to talk about is the fruit of taking a Sabbath. So I am one to think like, oh, we can't take time off, they're going to forget stuff. And mind you, I'm a classroom teacher. I taught high school math for 15 years. So, okay, wait. I taught high school math. Let's say it's 12, actually 12. I'm like, I had some overlap with homeschool and teaching because my last couple of years I did teach online and I was homeschooling at the same time. So okay, so I had 12 years of public school teaching, and I just didn't want to take time off. But one of the things that we were struggling with towards the end is that Donovan was doing very well with sight words and blending 2-letter sounds. He's in kindergarten. And we had gotten to lesson 5, which is like week 5, and they were introducing 3-letter words in sight words. So he knows the sight words, and then as soon as we started blending 3 letters, it became a little wishy-washy for him, and I was like, oh, we're just going to push through. But it became to a point where we couldn't push through because obviously he can't. What he was doing is that, like, say the word is Sam, he could do am, right? And I would put a s in front of it, and he'd go but he couldn't. And I would say, what's the word? But he couldn't say Sam. Or I'd say it fast, and he couldn't say Sam. Then I would say, let's sing our vowels. So Sam, Sam, and he still couldn't do Sam. And I thought that was weird. So I was watching videos, and like, I've done everything that I can, even with the singing the whole word, like Sam, and then cutting it, but still singing it, and he just couldn't do it. Well, let me tell you, we took our week off. We let it go. We come back today. Why he blended words? And the whole time my husband was like, okay, so I was talking to my husband about it, and he was like, so he knows his letter sounds. I was like, he knows them all. And I was like, he even knows like roots. So like am, and things where if you just put a letter in front of it, it becomes a 3-letter word. And he was like, he's just playing with you. So I don't know if the kid was just playing with me or not, but listen, the fruit of a Sabbath, it's here, hey. And then also towards the end of the 6 weeks, I was feeling a little burnt out, almost to the point where I was going to tell Mackenzie, like, let's just not join together anymore. But coming back today, I was just like, oh my God, I missed you guys. And we just had a great time getting back together. Like, Bible was on point today. So I'm also seeing the fruit of sticking with the curriculum. So if you don't know, I'll put a picture here or whatever. But we're using from phonics to reading. And so Donovan is using level K, Jessela, 3rd grader, and also Harmony, 1st grader, are using level A. And then Akeem is a 4th grader. He is using level B. And I'm able to see the connections on, okay, well, if they don't talk about it here, they're definitely going to talk about it here and go more in depth. in depth. I'm going to make a video about it, but I'm definitely sticking with it from level K, A, B, C, and D, the green book. So with math, so this might need to be a whole other video. Okay. So when me and Mackenzie joined, she was using math with confidence. So I was like, oh, stick with that. It's math. I can do math. And we are using Apologia. For Jesse. For Donovan, we are using Saxon Math level K, but it's only because Apologia doesn't have a level K. All right. So I'm like, oh yeah, get whichever one you can afford is math. It doesn't matter. Y'all, that Math with Confidence teacher's guide is so in depth that I can't sit down with it. And you really should be reading through it, maybe even the day before or before, because it's not my teaching style. It's not my language. So the first week I was trying to use it, and I was like looking at the script, and the kids were looking at me, and I was like fumbling, and I was like, okay, so let me just try it without the script. But it's to the point where, because I didn't teach like that, and also I taught high school math, so because it's not my style, I couldn't use it. So we switched to Apologia. So my daughter's math, right? It's my language. It's not as scripted out, but it does talk to us in a way that's my language. So I don't feel like I have to look at it. And the style and the way that it presents it is my style. So we switched everyone to Apologia level 2. And because when Mackenzie bought the level 2 Math with Confidence, she ended up purchasing another student guide. So a student book. So Jesse already has it. So what we're doing is, you can't go wrong with math, right? So we are presenting it through Apologia. They're doing the work that comes with Apologia. And then because I do work with Donovan, they're just doing a worksheet or two. I just tell them one is fine. Sometimes they want to go on, but just one worksheet out of Math with Confidence. I feel so bad because I really do. Math with Confidence is so good. And let me tell you how good it is. It's so good that I bought, the year before, math facts that stick, subtraction facts that stick, multiplication facts that stick, and division facts that stick, without even knowing that I would really love it. So I don't know. It's like, if I tell you don't buy it, it wouldn't be right. You could literally do any math curriculum, right? It's math. I think any curriculum that's published and has been used for years, it's probably going to work. It's just that the teacher's guide didn't match my style. I honestly wish it would work because it is cheaper as well than Apologia. So the only reason why we just switched everyone to Apologia is because it's my style. That's it. But if you are someone who likes the script, I say go for it. It's bomb. And another thing is, there are games. So with Apologia, you know that there's a game or an opening activity. And then with Addition, Max, Math, Stick, they do have games and stuff. So you would need it's still cheaper. You would need the teacher's guide because the directions to the game come in the teacher's guide. Only thing the kids get is the actual placemat for the game. I don't know. It's working so far, and it's also giving them extra practice. Actually, they haven't really needed any extra practice until we got to adding 2-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers. The third grader and the first grader. Akeem, he's doing fine. She did say that she spent a lot of time last year. So their last year was a deschooling year. I think she pulled them in March. The year, 2 years after I pulled Jesse. She pulled him in March, and they just did deschooling, but he did work a lot on adding 2-digit and 3-digit numbers. So he was actually able to help me one day teach them, which was helpful. So after he helped me, they were doing great. So we now moved on. So that's with math. Language arts, everything is going great. With Akeem, his level B, his level B, the blue book, it helps him break down words. It helps with spelling. It helps with how words work. But if you're using this curriculum with level B, you're really going to need to beef it up. And it is phonics. That's what it's supposed to do. Only phonics. I wouldn't expect it to do anything else. So I did add a couple of books to his curriculum. So the first 6 weeks we just focused on the main things: math, language arts, history, if we could get it in. And so with Akeem, I added packs, and I bought a comprehension guide off of Teachers Pay Teachers. And I picked that book because he was really into foxes. Foxes or fox guy? I guess foxes. Foxes. And I'm the one teaching the kids. Okay. He's really into foxes. And I was like, I don't know who I saw with this book, but I was like, okay, boom, he's going to love that book. And the main character is a boy. So, and I think it's set with some type of tone of war a little bit. I'm not sure about that, but read the back of it. If your child loves foxes, or even if you're looking for books with boys being the main character, I would go for it. Also, now, I don't know if it's just me, but the front of the book is only the fox. So, you know, when you're reading and you're using your imagination, I like the fact that it is not presenting a white boy in it. I don't know what the description of the character is like in the book, but he can envision himself in the story. If that resonates with anyone, let me know in the comments. But just in general, I like it when the main character, I mean, even if it's white, it's fine. But his first book with me, I just love the fact that he can envision himself in it. He loved this book so much, y'all. He started it on the Sabbath, and I thought, okay, he'll just get to like chapter 5, 1 chapter a day. He's on chapter 19, I think. Yeah, he's on chapter 19, so he's almost done. I don't even know if we're going to get to the discussion guide or not, so maybe let him, okay, we've got him hooked. He already wants to read the second book. Just let him read that one for fun. Or because he's finishing it so quickly, let him read it and then have him reread it and do the discussion guide with it, so we can talk about things like genre, characters, theme, and I don't know, I used to teach math, but we're going to figure it out. The discussion guide is going to help us. Okay, so then after that book, he is going to read the second book, and then I don't know where to go from there. So in the comments, we need books for a 4th grade boy who is African American. The character does not have to be African American, but bonus if it is. And it doesn't have to be anything all deep, right? Like, let's let him enjoy life. I enjoy the deepness in books and things, but also I want to kind of get him to be like, I want to read this book, just like the one we picked. Okay, that's that. Jessie is also reading, and she has read the Frog and Toad books, and she has read Makita Makes. Let me see if I have it here. Yeah, and let's see. And she can read this like in one sitting. So I need to find her something that she would like. But other than, and I'm not stressing because she also has the Harcourt readers that she's reading, but just something that she can read for leisure, where she can see herself, where she can use her imagination. It can take her to a new world, things of that nature. I just believe reading is good, and I'm just so happy of the pick, or like the book that I picked for her the 4th grader Akeem, that I want to make the right decision so that they can trust me for the next time I choose to give them a book. Now, the first 6 weeks I was not stressing about doing. So what happens is from 9 to 12, we're doing school with Mackenzie and her family. That only really gives us time for language arts and math for everyone. When we would come home, or if they would leave after lunch, we would pull out our history or Amazing Africa. And towards the end, I was like, I was just tired and we didn't do it, which is fine. But it's more than what we were doing. This 6 weeks, we're going to focus on science. And I don't know, today we probably won't get it done. I don't know, maybe. Today we probably won't get it done. Because during the Sabbath, I was supposed to gather all of the materials we needed for the labs. And I didn't. So maybe I'll use this weekend or a day where we'll end early or something, and I'll sit down and figure out what all we need, or maybe at night. But guys, listen, my time is so, like, I don't have a lot of free time that just, I feel bad that we won't be able to do a lab. I'm going to do the lessons with her, but maybe if there's like an easy lab that we can do. Like during the spring, it was super easy because it was just about planting stuff, and we have dirt, we have seeds, and just all that. So I'm going to try to make it a point to find something that doesn't require me to, like go out and purchase anything. I know. But anyway, which leads me to how's seminary going? Seminary is going great. Our first day was like September 13th. That was orientation. And then the next day was a full day on campus. And then, so I have classes Monday night, Thursday night, and Saturday morning. And I'm just at a place where I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. And while I was there, everyone was like, people who have like full-time jobs, they're going full-time to seminary. And at first and this was like my cohort. So I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to graduate with them. And I was feeling a little down, but then I heard the Lord say, you were right where you need to be. And I was like, you know what? I am. So I held my head high in my orientation, told everyone I was going part-time. And I just feel like I don't feel like I need to prove myself to anyone. I'm going to be a while, but it's okay because I love learning about the culture of when Jesus was alive. And I just know that I am where I am supposed to be. But the classes that I'm taking this year are a research course. If you guys don't know, my plan, I am working on my master's, but my plan is to get my PhD. A journeys course, like a spiritual journeys class, and then a teaching ministry class. And so I'm excited because I am going to be publishing some of my Sunday school curriculum. This is amazing that this is even like coming up, but I'm the children's ministry coordinator at my church and also an elder. And I don't know how many years I've been, 4 or 5, I guess. 5 years I've been the children's ministry coordinator, and every year we don't buy a Sunday school curriculum. It's me coming up with it. So I have 5 years of curriculum that's not organized, not in any type of template or anything, but my professor has a template that the publishing companies prefer. So I'm going to start, I don't know, I'm going to have to find someone to watch the kids, but I need to start putting it all nice. I'm just so excited. Nice and frilly. And it'll be a way for me to just make some extra income. And just knowing that a African American voice in the Sunday school publishing industry is needed and wanted makes me feel I'm proud to be Black. Let's just say that. I'm just happy to be a Black woman. I know that sounds crazy, but I didn't know that, that industry also had a lack of diversity. So, I mean, I don't know what all I can bring, if anything, if what I have to offer is even any different, but we'll see. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Just know that God loves you. Nothing is impossible for the Lord. Nothing is impossible for the Lord. Nothing. is impossible for the Lord. He loves you, and don't forget to drink your water and repent. Bye.